today. Come and sit down. You're fine already.
Definitely give it something like a 4/10. Yeah, I can be very
I'm
critical.
nice. For all those who say that I'm not nice, I am nice.
Yeah.
4.
Very high standards, guys.
What do you mean? I have high standards too.
Hi guys, welcome to the best tube. Beautiful day again.
Wonderful day again. It's always good to be here with you guys. We're so excited to be back here.
Amazing.
You know, and we love you as always. Thanks for watching our previous videos. We saw your comments, your likes, your shares. We really appreciate it. And we're really excited about today's video, aren't you, babe?
I'm super excited.
So
really
why are you excited?
I mean, this is something that we both love.
Yes.
We're talking about it the other day, and we love to watch movies. This is what we do. We're movie buffs, and there's a whole lot of things that goes on in the background when we're watching movies.
Yeah,
we don't get to show you.
Yes, we do a lot of you think when you are a movie panel, we just set up a panel to be critiquing movies.
Yeah.
So we're both movie buffs, and we're so excited to announce to you guys today that we're launching a new segment of the Best Tube called
The Best Flicks and Chill.
Catching it, right?
Yeah.
You came up with it, by the way. So basically, the segment is going to be about us reviewing movies, your favorite movies, Nollywood, Bollywood, Hollywood, or movies in general.
Movies and movie, black and white, color.
Black, white, colored, action, crime, thriller, And today we are very excited to review our very first movie called Citation. And this movie is by the prolific director Kunle Afolayan. It was just released on Netflix on the 6th of November,
yes, right.
And a lot of Nigerians had been anticipating, looking forward to the movie because it's I think one of the collaboration between Netflix and Golden Effects Pictures, which is Kunle Afolayan's production house. And we watched it recently, and we just wanted to share our thoughts with you guys. So babe.
Alright, so it was actually a star-studded movie. Right, we had Jimmy John Lewis.
Yes,
from
the Asian
he's an
actor.
Asian actor,
not Asian, but Asian
actor, right? We also had a popular old face.
Yes,
Iniedo
just popped out.
Where did you come from?
Where you been?
Been a while, been a minute.
Yes, and we had Ghanaian actor Adete Anang,
yes.
Popular actor, and then of course,
everybody
was looking forward to seeing. JTO Fashion, Temi Otedola, Otemoni, and then it was the first acting gig, and we're really excited to see her there. So yes,
So let's just talk a little bit about what the movie.
Yeah, give you a synopsis of the movie. But before we do that, spoiler alert.
Take this as your official warning.
Don't bother watching this video.
You can subscribe, but don't
watch this video if you've not seen Citation, because spoilers are going to be dropping here and there like nuclear bombs.
We don't want to impact you or discourage you. We just want
to share our thoughts
on it. Right?
Yeah, so basically, synopsis of the movie. So the movie just follows, a postgraduate student, a female, who files a sexual harassment complaint to her department, the school, faculty, and the likes, where they have this disciplinary meeting or committee meeting, and then just follows that story of what the verdict was going to be.
So the complaint was actually a rape.
Yeah, a rape. It wasn't even sexual harassment on a light level. It was attempted rape. Yeah, so that's what basically the story is about. And apparently, the movie is based on real events. Yeah. And the movie was also written by prolific writer, popular writer, Tunde Babalola of October 1st, of The Meeting, and Last Flight to Abuja. I'm sure you are familiar with his name. Yes, so let's just dig into what
the movie. But before we jump into what we liked and what we didn't
like about the movie,
let's just give it an overall score.
Yeah, like a rating.
So what would you say, babe, out of 10 on the Beatometer?
Yes, I love that. On the Beatometer.
Right. What would you
say? So over 10, I would give the movie
overall.
Let me be a fair critic.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people know that I can be brutal. I'll give it a 5 over 10.
Nice. 5 over 10.
Yes.
I guess we get to hear why.
Yes, definitely.
All right.
Let's hear why.
And then,
what about you?
I would definitely give it something like a 4/10. Yeah, I can be very
I'm
critical.
nice. For all those who say that I'm not nice, I am nice.
Yeah.
4.
Very high standards, guys.
What do you mean? I have high standards too. So that's an average of like 4.5.
So overall, we are
From the
giving
best,
it a rating of 4.5.
4.5.
Let us know what you think down in the comment section.
Yes.
Whether you agree or disagree. It's all love, just sharing our
and
views.
we all have different tastes anyway.
tastes,
So,
yes.
but let's just dive into what we liked versus what we didn't like about the movie.
Yes.
Let's go.
Let's go. First thing I did like about the movie is the cinematography.
Oh, I agree with you on that.
Yes.
Beautiful,
Well
beautiful.
done. I mean, it's expected from
Kunle Afolayan,
right?
like he takes
Very nice.
time, pays attention to his cinematography.
Yes, yes. The quality looked very, very
Yeah, it was very good, and I really loved how he
was able to transform.
portrayed Ife, because
Ife.
the university that was used for the movie
is
actually our alma mater,
Obafemi Awolowo University.
This is at the point where we are saying the great
Ife, no.
Great Ife.
I mean, really proud of
campus.
really proud of that beautiful campus, and I think you did a very great job of capturing some of the architectural design,
the statues,
the scenery,
the environment, the landscape. At some point, it was like
nostalgia.
We're not even we're like, is this Ife? It didn't look like Ife, like only if you probably went to the studio, like, this is actually Ife.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a very nostalgic moment for both of us.
Nostalgic.
He had a lot of memories. I cannot remember a lot. I'm like, where is this? Oh, is that
kind
odd?
of
I blacked out my Ife experience for personal reasons.
Yes.
So yeah, the cinematography was top notch. It was one of the top on our list of what we liked because it was really good. Nothing short of what we expected from Kunle Afolayan. I love the use of panning, aerial view, wide view, and the likes. So it was a really, really good, yeah, it was a really good part of the movie.
Yeah, so that's something for you to look forward to when watching the movie. You're gonna really like what you see about that. What else did you like?
I like the costuming actually. I liked some of the actors' costumes, how they dress. I noticed that in my eye, I was like, JTO fashion, tell me. I'm like, I'm sure she's down herself.
You made those.
There was a scene. There was a scene where I think when she was with her boo, her medicine doctor boyfriend, and she was wearing this bag, and that bag, you could tell that bag is money. So you can tell that bag is for her, like it's a personal bag. So I really like the costume, the use of African print, how Kente was worn by the Ghanaian guy. Yes, and then I really liked that part. It was really, really cool. I really liked the costume.
Yes, the costuming was nice.
Use of colors, it was really colorful.
Yes.
Yeah, I liked the costume. What else did you like?
I actually liked the overall story. Plot of the movie.
The plot of the movie.
I think it had a very strong message.
Yeah.
Very strong. I mean, it's based on true life. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, but I really love the plot, like the storytelling.
Yeah, it was really, really good. I really liked the messaging. It was very topical, about relevant issues.
Yes.
And it wasn't too long ago that we had the Sex for Grades documentary done by Kiki Mordi.
Yes.
So it was really timely for the movie to be released, and
we can really relate to it.
Yes,
these are things that we all know. We went to school,
Bruh, let me just when I was in Ife, I didn't even know that these things used to happen in Ife. Like I was that naive. Because I never had such experience.
Yes.
So when I hear that,
maybe you kept your distance away.
Yeah, me. You better say I want to see you. I'm like, bruh, nah. Like I don't do all of that. So when I hear that, or when I heard after school that a lot of lecturers used to ask students for sex, I'm like, I never knew. So it really just shows, it gives us it enlightens people.
It enlightens people. Being a guy or being a man, that most of the lecturers that I had were male also. I didn't have this kind of.
Of course.
But I had relationships with them, which was purely on academic level. And even the ones that were really close to being the class rep as well.
Yeah.
That was like, but it was very, very good experience for me. But to see that some people had to go through that, good story.
Yeah.
Good way. Yeah.
I think another thing I liked was the acting on the part of some of the actors, not everybody. I liked Tammy's acting actually. I was like, because I was looking forward to how she was going to act. Let's see what she can do. And she actually didn't you know.
Yeah,
she didn't do badly. She did okay.
We have some comments.
I mean, there's some
which we will highlight to you.
You know, but she didn't do
overall,
badly.
I would say yes.
Yeah, she did okay.
Yes.
Ajite Anand, very solid actor, award winning.
Yes.
So I didn't expect anything less.
Yes.
You know, there was a lady, I don't know her name unfortunately, but I think she's Uzo Amaka in the movie. I think the student union body representative, and she had a very, very good, like her acting was really strong. I was like, whoa, really, really good. Like she was very memorable.
How about Awashika, Professor?
Yeah, Ibuku Awashika was Ibuku Awashika, so he didn't feel like acting.
Nothing changed.
He didn't feel like acting, and you know, she played herself in the movie.
What about that part where she was like, I have 23.
Yeah, I have 23 academic recognitions in 20 some countries. I was like, yes, ma, preach it.
And I am a Rhodes Scholar. I possess 2 PhDs, 1 Doctor of Letter. I belong to 23 academic fellowships across the world. And on top of that, I was previously nominated for the Nobel Prize in Economics. And as the chair of this panel, Professor Ndai, sit down.
Now sit down.
Now sit down. Not sit down.
Yes.
You know, so I really liked that. It was really
there were some
cool.
epic scenes.
Yeah,
very
some
nice
memorable scenes.
You remember when we actually had that scene where Temi was having a flashback, and then she was looking to the side in the classroom, and then during the flashback, they actually caught her now moving. So it was a very nice.
Yeah, the transitions were actually good.
There were some good,
some bad. I won't lie.
Yes,
but
yes.
Some really solid ones.
We're getting to the
bad parts. You know, one more thing I remember, I actually loved the infusion of culture. You know, there was a lot of languages, different languages that were spoken: Portuguese, French, Yoruba, Pidgin, English.
Yes.
You know, yeah, it was good, but there's a but. And I think we would get there when we're talking about what we do not like about the movie. So what else did we like? I think that's basically
actually that sums it up.
Yeah,
right?
so cinematography,
costuming,
some good acting, costuming.
Good acting.
So yeah, it was. I mean, overall, it was good. The plot of the movie and the likes.
Let's not waste no time. Let's go straight to
what we didn't like about.
What we didn't like about. This is why he got the rating that he got, right? So, where do you want to start from, Bill?
First of all, I would like to talk about some of the dialogue.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no. Like, I mean, it was written by Tunde Babalola and I respect him a lot. But there were a lot of pauses, you know, in the conversations. And some of the chatting was like stilted. It didn't seem natural.
And it didn't
seem organic.
Yes, and I think one of the things that actually may have added to that or impact or made that come to life or make it very obvious was the forceful Yoruba speaking by
guys. Thank you for bringing that
yes.
up, guys. So let me tell you what happened. So we started watching the movie, and then there was no premise set.
No premise set whatsoever for Temi.
She comes and then she meets Gabriel.
AKA Moremi.
I think it's Moremi in the movie, which is a very lovely name.
Very lovely.
You know, and then she comes and then she meets Gabriel Afolayan, who's supposed to be her boo, her doctor boo, and then all of a sudden,
out of nowhere.
Yoruba.
And
I'm like, and then
Moremi.
It was painful to. I mean, our Yoruba is not so good though, but even at that, it was painful to listen to. Because it was obvious she was struggling. At some point, it sounded like Chinese, like Mandarin. I'm not joking.
Yes,
I was like, there was no premise, so it was a bit, you know,
it was
really
a bit weird.
Yeah.
You know, I understand trying to really get that whole
myself and trying to make sure the movie is really, like, eclectic and has a lot of, like,
diversity.
But we were like, is it because, you know, if you want to win an Oscar for best foreign movie, you need to have like 80% of foreign language in the movie. Kunle, we see you. See what you did there. You know, but that part was we didn't like it because it was very, very.
There was something that kept on happening between saying thank you in English and having to say Yoruba or having to say mercy
in French. You know, like,
why did you repeat it or duplicate it?
I mean, the way she started speaking French was a bit okay because she met the professor and he was angry and speaking French, was like, you know, having a situation, and she just came on like, oh, I speak French apart from stay and the likes, you know, but it was just the interchanging of French, English, it was just weird. And then I speak a bit of French. Temi did a very good job. Her French is Parisian French, you could tell. But at some point, you could tell that she was also struggling to speak because it was like But it was a good.
I think it was good.
She tried. She tried.
And
then, I mean, it was weird. There was a part where they had a witness that was French,
yes.
And then when we now got to we didn't even know initially until they brought him forward, yes. In front of the panel to like give his own account of what happened, yes. Or whatever. And then all of a sudden we now hear that he speaks Portuguese. And I'm like, sound to people.
And then
they want to put Portuguese in this movie.
And then the doctor.
Yes, one of the judges were like, this thing like.
I was like, oh, I understand Portuguese. And then,
bruh, guys.
Bruh.
Oh my god.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it was a bit. The dialogue wasn't so. It was unnatural.
Okay, let's even leave the dialogue, babe. What was that hair? The hair.
Not the costume, the makeup and the hair.
Oh my god.
So guys, I mean, we are trying so hard at the moment not to be brutal.
Yes.
But Jimmy Jean-Louis is a naturally bald person. So I think just make him look like, I don't know, young or
but the hair was all wrong. I don't know where they got the hair. Afro. It didn't even fit his head, first of all. Weird. It seemed weird. I don't know what kind of afro that.
Like, I could tell it was fake.
Yes.
Like, I know some movies you can be like, okay, it doesn't have that.
You could see the back moving,
Then maybe in one scene, the hairline starts from here.
Yes.
The next scene, the hairline starts from here. I'm like, guys, continuity, Nigerians, continuity. Like, it was a bit off-putting. I was like, and then even the makeup of the witness.
Yes, the makeup.
Supposed to be an old guy,
yes.
But you could tell the young guy. The makeup wasn't. I was just frustrated. I was like, guys.
I just remember something about that. I don't want to go back to dialogue, but I cannot.
You can please go back.
But I cannot forget this. Remember when they wanted to set the premise that postgraduate studies, and then they were talking about some international relationship. International relations, and then all of a sudden they were just putting together. You know how you can just join big words together and make it sound like you are making some sort of word context. This thing.
I know what you're talking about. So it was, I think, during the lecture, right?
During the lecture, the very first time he came to lecture, and then he just started to join.
Lecture.
I hope what you're saying makes sense.
We don't know much about history or whatever, but.
Guys.
This thing just seems like you're just putting a lot of big words together. We hope what you're saying is true, because foreigners are going to watch this movie, yes. And they will call you out. So I mean, the dialogue made a lot of work. I won't lie. Like just to give them some credit, they had some good moments, yes, but more good moments.
How about this Seun Kuti performance? They took like 5 minutes.
So you know how in a movie when the actors or the protagonists and their friends go to a concert and they show them dancing for like a few minutes and they now show them doing something else, like the main reason why they went to that concert or whatever. This one, Seun Kuti had a concert in the school, because they didn't say the school was Ife, they just said it was a university, and they spent the whole of that scene just focused on Seun Kuti's concert.
Do you know the only thing that they brought out of that scene
was like that maybe Iniedo was scoping
the lecturer, and then that was it, just to show them.
We were so frustrated. We were like, are we watching like a clip of Seun Kuti's concert? Like, what's happening? Yeah. Like, it was a bit. It was too long.
They need to pay more attention to those things. You don't necessarily be. I don't know what deal they had with it, but it just seemed like
I don't want to.
Don't worry, we'll give you.
Feature in our movie, we'll give you like a full 5 minutes or 10 minutes
to do a performance and
performing.
Yeah.
It was.
I feel like
we're like, guys, next scene, please.
Yeah,
we're bored. We're not really like, just next scene, please.
Yeah.
So what was you like about the movie?
I think so. This is not something I didn't like about the movie.
Okay.
This is just something that, having gone to OAU, even though this is not part of the rating or it doesn't contribute to the rating that we gave the movie. This is just on the side note, right? We went to Ife.
We both went
to Ife, right?
Yeah.
And then the part where she was teaching him how to drive, and I had to take him to his house, Road 8. I was like, oh, Road 8
is in Quarters.
I'm like, I know Quarters. I stayed in Quarters. I know what it means for you to go to Quarters without a way to come back, without a vehicle to bring you back.
I remember joining to Quarters because there's
so when she went to that scene, and then she was like, oh, I'll get a bus. I'm saying, oh God, there's no bus.
The guy was like, oh, that how will you get back to the campus?
He said coming. She was like, no, I want to go to the market.
Like, how will you? Yeah, don't worry,
I'll take a bus
at the next. I'll go to the next bus stop or something. And I'm like, where?
There's
for
no
Quarters, which bus
Quarters.
Stop? You will walk. Unless you find a good Samaritan.
When I was watching that scene, I was just like, why will you be driving him to Road 8? Do you know how far it is for you to come back? You know, how are you going to make
it? Do you
it
remember
back
that before she even like parked and cleaned
Yes.
up? I was like, how does she plan to go back to
Yes.
main campus?
Yes.
She's going to quarters, you know.
Yeah.
And then she now mentioned the old bus stop. I'm like, bus stop.
It's not a trek. It's not a fun walk. Let me
Yeah,
just say
it's
a long
not. It's
walk.
not.
So, but it's not part of the movie premise or whatever.
Yeah, so the good side, the upside is that there wasn't any establishment that it was Obafemi Awolowo.
If you didn't go to the school, you wouldn't know that.
Yeah,
you definitely once you are driving your lecturer to just know that as a female, I don't know, it's just very suspicious.
Yes.
But that wasn't part of it.
And just know that, like, you know, just know that if you are going to put that there, you're going to be there unless you have a friend that has a car.
Yes.
So I think another thing again that, you know, I didn't like about the movie was, I mean, back to the whole like university setting and like, because we went to OAU. I mean, this is also something that really didn't inform like my rating, but I'm like, in Nigerian university, like, I don't think it's something that's like happens often. Is when, like, you know, the lecturer and the CN, which was played by Jean-Louis, you know, crack a joke and everybody.
He was making a lot
of jokes and everybody will be laughing, you know, like all this, like, you know, dad jokes or witty joke, and I'm like, in Ife, I mean, yes, maybe, but not as like constant or whatever. So he just made my eyebrows like shoot to the roof.
I think it depends on the lecturer, because I had some very funny lecturers as well. But it's not
maybe I didn't have, maybe it's me. I didn't have any funny lecturer. It's very all serious. You can't be laughing or cracking jokes in class. You know, so that was a big weird. And then even the way we were clapping, we didn't clap like they kept on hitting the table. I'm like, it's like a cult.
They just wanted to create
something different. Yeah, but it's allowed because it's a movie and, you know, art imitates life. So yeah.
The next two things, I want us to just do a hard stop, right? So two more things. So I want to bring up do you want to talk about the lack of the connection of chemistry or emotional?
Guys, oh my God. So back to Moremi, which was played by Temi, and her Dr. Boo, which was played by the wonderful Kunle Afolayan. So there was no chemistry
whatsoever.
Like,
in fact, the love story was non-existent.
It was like,
you just fast forwarded to my
boyfriend. I'm like, nothing. I mean, I guess sometimes the directors do want to focus on maybe if the movie is about probably let's say sexual harassment. They don't want to focus on romance of the protagonist or whatever, because the focus of the movie is that's sexual harassment. But even at that, like, you should have done a build up.
Yeah, but there was an obvious lack of chemistry even with them.
No chemistry. Like,
love.
Let me tell you how bad it was. Like, when she was going in for the final verdict, you know, from the panel, and he was hugging her like, I don't know, I believe in you. He now said, I love you. You know when your brother, you know when your brother says, I love you. It just seems like a brother sister kind
of,
of
like a friend zone type of.
Yeah, like I love you. Like what's going on?
It was evident.
It was
lacking emotionally, and there was that connection. It was really not there for me at all whatsoever. I mean, and then what was with that character scene towards this thing that showed him now fine. Okay, they said the premise that he was
he part of that. He takes classes and whatnot.
But then the fight.
It
was a nice fight scene.
It
was a practice. You know, this power where you choose the winner.
Yeah.
We were going at it. I think it was like a competition. Yeah. So it was very nice. I love the moves, but I felt like you just wanted to really show that part and the move, but it didn't really have anything to do.
What's the relevance?
What's the relevance, right? So don't just do things off point, completely off point. It was nice, but I had absolutely no, you know,
like relevance or use,
to
like, you know,
whatever. And then my final would be the final verdict, where they actually found the professor
guilty of attempted rape.
Now, for me, that was a complete letdown. It was anticlimactic for me.
Yeah,
I didn't feel any emotional. And trust me, my wife knows me. I watch movies and I watch with my heart, right? Yes.
Somebody cries.
I watch with my heart.
Good movies
because you know, there are moments where you get sucked into them and you know that yes, this you can feel it, right? I didn't feel it whatsoever because this is how I think it should have ended. This is what I envisioned.
He wrote
this is what I envisioned. Trust me. Imagine this. this is what actually happened in the movie. After when they were giving the verdict, you are guilty. Immediately they said it. She had this reaction with her so-called representative that did absolutely nothing in the movie. There was no emotional connection between her as well. She didn't even. Every time she was talking to her, to Temi, to Moremi, she was always smiling. I'm like, this is a serious case.
Why are you smiling a lot? And it was played by veteran actor Joker Silva. So I was like, I don't know. Why is she smiling?
I couldn't feel any sense of oh, I'm here with you. I'm feeling this. You were just always so. Let me not get into that. So as I was saying, that she just kept on doing like this. Oh, we won. I'm like, did you win? Was it a case where they were awarding you $1 million for
like
maybe a lawsuit or something like that? This is not the case.
Like,
this was something
this
that
girl legit had a tumultuous semester or
it was
year.
People
like
were
neglecting
you.
Her boyfriend don't talk to her.
Your female friend was a fake friend. Abandoned you.
Then you were facing a display panel.
He failed you.
Like he failed you.
Like,
you to write your decision like again. Like,
the emotion should have been. This was he slapped you. He almost made it. This was physical assault. This was sexual assault. This was rape. Attempted rape. Sorry, this was attempted rape. But a reaction should have gone something like this. While the verdict was, they should have started to zoom into her face. Tears, they should have seen the intensity. The representation should have started to say something to her, mutter it or be say, but it will be inaudible. You can't really hear it. Just imagine this thing. You can't hear it. Things are going on around her. It's just going into her, what she's going through. That sigh of relief, tears going down her eye, realizing that wow, I never saw this. Like I could actually win this, and it was gosh.
Yeah.
Let down.
I actually agree because I was like, no tears, nothing. Maybe not even cry. At least look like
you
just heaved a huge sigh of relief, because the way they were even doing the story,
the way the story was
like, she wasn't gonna
they were building it up like this guy completely
convinced
everybody that she was crazy and she was the one. So I mean, how do you go from that to not show?
And remember that they even now tried to make up for that. Like I think they heard us at the very last scene, very last.
When she went back to the class,
and everybody was cheering her and then she was on her dean.
That was when they started to do the zooming, and then the tear was. That was not the time. It was too late.
It was late. I didn't even feel it. I'm like,
no emotion.
I can't even feel anything.
That was not. You missed it. Only you were great, but you missed it on that one. All right.
No, it was something else. It was a good movie, but it could have been better. Sincerely.
Hence 4.5.
Hence 4.5.
On the Vietomi.
And because we talk about some actors that caught our eye, like Yomi Fashlanso.
Yes.
So he was the legal representative of Jason Louis. So he didn't say one word. Maybe only at the end.
He whispered. Just something whispered at the end. Do you name?
But I love his character because his own role was just whispering. And he did it well. Actually, I was like, he didn't say one word, but he caught my eye. Ibuku, of course, like I said, she played herself. Ajete killed it. Where even said that if Ajete had been Moremi's love interest, it would have been more believable because they had a friendship.
Yes.
This medical doctor, what was even his name, sir? I can't remember his name. He wasn't even that memorable. And I was like, from where?
He came from nowhere.
There was even a scene where she was in class, creep. He now came, I was standing by the window. I was not looking, and I'm like, what kind of creep are you?
But one part I didn't like about the Ajite's character was that
during the witness account.
During the witness account, didn't make absolutely no sense because what they were doing during the movie was that every time the professor follows Moremi, and you follow her, then they would show the friend
looking at them,
like suspicious, like wondering. But then during his witness account, he never mentioned anything. In fact, all he was saying was just complete rubbish, talking about how smart and intelligent you are. Like, what kind of witness are you? It was so. Why did you set that premise if you were not going to use it?
Because remember, I'm like, but we saw him looking at them. Why would he say that?
At least two different occasions. Why didn't he say anything? He didn't. It was somebody else that was saying that same thing.
That's what we.
One other random guy that we didn't even notice.
Professor following.
Exactly.
Like, her best friend should have said that.
They missed that part. So these are the little details, holes in the plot that really ticks me off.
You can tell that he's really ticked off about it. So I mean, overall, should you watch the movie? If you don't have any thing to watch. You can watch the movie.
Yeah.
It's not a bad movie.
Yes.
It's
like
okay.
I said, yeah, the cinematography is nice.
You know, if you want
it's
to appreciate
appreciate the effects,
scenery, the landscape,
and the story. Like you said, it had a very
good.
nice messaging and everything. But I don't.
But
think
if you want to watch it from
hype.
like a literal, like a critique's point of view, guy, don't do it.
All right.
This brings us to the end of today's video. We hope you enjoyed our review of Citation, and we hope you enjoyed our very first episode of Best Flicks and Chill. We look forward to bringing you more reviews of movies, Hollywood movies, Bollywood movies, Hollywood movies.
Don't forget to drop your comments. We know you have your own views, your own opinions. We'd love to hear them.
What do you guys think about the movie? Was it a good movie? Are we wrong?
Yes.
Not are we wrong, but do you do you disagree with some of our points?
It's
Let
fine.
us know. It's okay.
It's okay.
You know,
and like, subscribe,
share.
I look forward to more videos.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.